Hello Unlockers. Today I want to share with you 10 quick tips that might make your life feel a little bit simpler when you have ADHD. So tip number 1, have one diary for all your appointments, not say a calendar in the kitchen, one paper diary on your desk, an electronic calendar, say on your phone. Just have one for all appointments. I prefer to have that as an electronic form of diary because then I have my phone with me all the time. So if somebody asks something when I'm out, can you do this date? I can usually check it. If you do prefer a paper diary, you must also carry that at all times so that you don't double up on appointments. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to keep items that you use and need frequently, like your keys, your wallet, your purse, maybe an asthma inhaler, in the same place. So I have a hook in the hall for my keys. So come through the door, the keys go on that. Or if I'm out, I have a hook in my handbag, which I will show you, that my keys go on. So I know where my keys are at all times. I know where my handbag is. It goes in the same place in the hall, and my purse stays in my handbag. So I know where to find things. So I keep those important things that us ADHDers frequently lose in the same place. Now, tip number 3. I would like you to think about simplifying your exercise routine. I used to get into a real pickle when I was a member of a gym, and I used to have to remember to book a class or have my gym kit washed or where were my trainers. My life is now a lot simpler. Now I just walk and do yoga, and I do yoga on an app, and I just walk. I don't need to get changed. I just go do it, and it fits in with my day really well. So if you're struggling to exercise or get some movement time into your day, think about how you could just make it flow without having to go somewhere or be somewhere at a certain time, which increases the chances of it not happening. So that's tip number 3, simplify your exercise. Tip number 4, simplify your wardrobe. I think it's okay to have a few items that are exactly the same. I've got quite a few of the black tops that are exactly the same. I've got quite a few black jumpers and blue jumpers that are exactly the same. Mark Zuckerberg does that to reduce choice. He wears the same grey t-shirt every day, and it makes his life simpler. The other thing I do with my wardrobe is I actively avoid buying clothes that might be dry clean only or take a lot of ironing, like linen, because I know what will happen is they won't get dry cleaned, or they'll stay at the bottom of the ironing basket and never get ironed, and they'll never get worn. So I have certain rules in place that I've learned over the years to simplify my wardrobe and to make sure I wear the items. Tip number 5, have post-it notes and a pen in every room. These are 4 reminders that you can post onto mirrors, onto doors, of things that need to happen that day that you can't forget, or immediate things that you need to write down. So I often stick them on the worktop or on the work surfaces in the kitchen, the cupboards, doors, mirrors, to remind me of things. So that's a tip to simplify remembering things that need to be done on that day. I advise you not to put lots of post-it notes around for things that need doing in a few days' time, because you will just ignore them and they'll become part of the furniture. So only use these post-it notes for things that you need to remember on that particular day, or something for the next morning. So say to put it on the front door, don't forget this, for example. Tip number 6, get a pill dispenser for your ADHD or other medication. Before I got this, I would never know, have I taken my ADHD meds in the morning? So usually I'm half asleep and obviously haven't taken my meds, so I'm not very focused. So I have a daily pill dispenser and I fill it up once a week, Monday to Sunday, so that I can see, have I taken my medication for that day? So I can clearly see if I have taken it or not. And that just reduces those question marks. And sometimes in the past I have either completely forgotten to take it or worse, taken it twice if it's just stayed in the pill bottle. So that's tip number 6, get a daily pill dispenser. Tip number 7, I aim for a leaving time for appointments rather than an arrival time. So I work backwards and I think, how long is travel going to take? And this is the time I need to leave and be out of the door. That helps me get out of the door in a more timely fashion and allows less room for error. What I also do is I allow some contingency time in the travel, because often, there'll be delays, traffic jams, late trains, etc. So allow some contingency time depending on how far you are traveling, and also allow some contingency time for getting ready, because invariably we may get distracted, things may take a bit longer. But aiming for leaving the door time rather than an arrival time for appointments really, really helps. Tip number 8, double up on stuff that you use frequently in different rooms rather than having to go from room to room. Where's the tissues? I need to blow my nose. Where's the bin? Where's the recycling bin? Cleaning products, both the kitchen and the bathroom, etc. Cleaning the glass. There's no harm in doubling up. Don't feel it's wasteful. Keep things readily available and accessible and front of mind so that we don't forget to do things. That really, really helps me to have doubling up in different rooms for things we need and use frequently. Tip number 9, set up online grocery shopping, ideally to be delivered to your home. Do it at a set time each week when you're not hungry or tired and are going to fill it with things like donuts, as we tend to do when we are hungry. And what you can then do, if you set up an online shopping account, when you notice that you're running low on things, you just get your phone and you go, okay, I'll add that to the basket to then buy it the next time. So it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone, that you don't have to think, oh, I need milk, and remember to do shopping throughout the week. You're doing it a set time each week. You're not hungry, so you're not buying the wrong thing. You're not getting tempted by 3 for 2 offers in the supermarket. And also you're remembering stuff as it comes up. When you run out of something, you put it straight into the shopping list, and that really, really helps. Tip number 10 is just do a teeny bit of something. If you can't face a big task, don't think I've got all that washing up to do, I can't face it, I won't do any of it. Just set yourself a goal of, I'm going to wash 1 cup, 1 spoon, I'm going to floss 1 tooth. And let go of perfection as far as this is concerned. Good enough is good enough, and a little bit is better than nothing. So if you can't face doing a big task, it doesn't matter. Don't paralyze yourself and think, I've got to do it all in one go. Maybe just do 1 thing, do 1 tiny, tiny little thing, and then you might find the momentum to carry on. But if you just say, I'm going to wash up 1 cup, that is perfectly okay. And you're moving yourself close to your goal. So they are my top 10 tips for making your life a little bit simpler when you have ADHD, and they're easy to implement, and they have really helped me, and I've learned the hard way over the years. So let me know if they help you. Thank you. Bye-bye.